Hello, come in. See. Yeah, I see green light blinking out. Y'all can hear me now. Let everybody come back in here. Breaker, breaker, breaker. Is there anybody out there? How y'all doing tonight? We're gonna let a few people join up. Y'all think you can hear me now? I can see the green light on the microphone flashing, so should be able to. Let a few join in. I've been out standing on a tractor on my nail off, so I'm covered in red dust. So I took over there. They brought some sheet metal and wanted me to help me fix. Hello, Ronald Holloway. Good evening time. Randall Holloway. I'm sorry. Good evening time, man. Hope you're doing all right. I want to tell y'all, we'll let some people join in. I'm going to tell y'all a story and some things going on about how we're doing stuff. We're going to change a few things. Nothing big, nothing to really fix the product, but I just a little talk to you a little bit about it. Make this video. Everybody can watch it now, or I'll post it and they can watch it later. I figured I'd leave the chat open for a little while and let everybody look at it. We had like 10 people a while ago. We got three now. So let's see what's going on here. Give everybody a minute. Well, we've had some fun this week. Electricity messed up. We had to redo a breaker and go electric company, yada, yada, yada. Ice maker, queen. Always something. And mow the yard. It's always something going on. Beagle Man 88. Good evening time. Hello, sir. Bud Man was in here a while ago. I hated to close the live feed a while ago when I started. I didn't want to redo it because a bunch of people was in here, but the I couldn't get the audio to work without starting over. So here we are. I got a little story I want to tell to start with. The wonderful way things have went lately on the CBN for fire business. It ain't nothing really bad. It's just something happened to me the last little bit. I don't know if it's people's acting on the edge a little bit because of if it's Trump or if it's the tariffs or what. It's got everybody nervous. And the tariffs are coming from China. If they don't get that straightened out, the amplifier prices will probably go up. I won't have no choice. No, you didn't win 3 million. I want to talk to everybody about some stuff. Explain to everybody about how we're going to handle things when we do business here for long. Let everybody know what's up. Of course, I'm still vaping. I shouldn't be, but I am. So there we go. I don't go live much, so I'm not a big live goer a lot. But I thought I needed to. That way, if anybody's on here and they want to see it, they can ask questions. I was just waiting a few more minutes to see if anybody else comes in. If they don't, I'm gonna tell the story and post it, and that's the way it's going to be. Anyway, guys, here lately, it seems like there's been abundance of phone calls. They start at 6 o'clock in the morning and all day long. I want some of the new pills. Oh lordy! And as you guys all know, I work nights. Okay, so my phone starts at 6 in the morning ringing and goes all day long. First off, I want to ask everybody try to call me after 3 p.m. Central Time or whatever if you can. But let me tell you what happened to me. The last few weeks, the same guys are calling all day, over and over, like same 4 or 5 guys every day. Either there some of them's got a new box they got from me, some of them's waiting on a box, some of them's got repairs, but they're calling me every single day. And when they do that, I can't work on stuff. All I can do is talk on the phone. There's just one of me, guys. And if it wasn't for my wife and son, hello, bootlegger. If it wasn't for my wife and son, I wouldn't even do this. My wife packs the stuff, guys, and my son takes it for me during the day on the way to work. If I didn't do that, I'd have to go get a job. I couldn't do nothing. I'm just a one person show. But anyway, besides the phone calls, every day. Let me tell you what happened to me today. Around 2 o'clock this evening, my phone started ringing. I was like, "What is that?" And I seen it. I didn't know the call, so I hung it up. I never didn't answer it. And I went back to try to go back to sleep. Well, my neighbor calls me and said, "There's a guy up here, my uncle-in-law. So there's a guy up here wanting to know about CB radio or something. He's trying to get a hold of you. You want me to send him down there?" I said, "Yeah, send him on down there." And I was pretty ticked off. I got up. He hadn't made nobody made an appointment or nothing. I got up out of bed to see. I went out there and talked to him. Y'all ain't gonna believe what it was. It was the law. There's a cop. Cop cars pulled up in the driveway out here. I went outside and he said, "Are you Donkey Stomper or do you know anything about it or who are you?" Or he had my website pulled up on his laptop in his car. I said, "Yeah, I'm a Donkey Stomper product." So we started talking. He said, "Well, there's this guy that has contacted us, and he says he can't get a hold of you, and he says he's been scammed." Is what they told me. Well, I said, "Well, you got his name and number?" "Yeah." I said, "Let me see it." This gentleman sent me a X Force, a heavy one, about last week sometime to work on. Hello, bud man. Telling a little story. And he sent me this X Force last week to work on, and he got here. And he messaged me on the website, and he said, "Did you get my box?" Da, 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 da. And I thought he was somebody else. Start with. He said, "No, one before." I said, "Oh, I know who you are. You got the heavy X Force." "Yeah, I got your box." Well, he couldn't get a hold of me right this evening when he wanted to call me, so he calls the law. When the law comes to my house, and I called him right there on the phone in front of the cop. Of course, I let him have it. I tore his butt up. I told him he's fired and I wasn't going to work for him. He better send me the money for that box to ship back to him, or he wasn't going to get it. And this guy's from California. He apologized and apologized, but the dude called the law on me because I wouldn't talk to him on the phone at 2 o'clock this evening. I ain't never heard of such. And I messaged him last week. I sent him screenshots where I told him his box is here. So anyway, I got mad. I chewed this man out, and we had it out. I told him, "So I'm not doing nothing for you." I said, "You're the customer, and I'm firing you. You're fired as my customer." That's what I told him. And we kept talking and kept talking, and the guy didn't even. What come to find out when I kept talking to him, he talked to UPS and he tried to file an insurance claim on it, and said UPS had to talk to me, and he couldn't get me at 2 o'clock today, so he called the law on me. So that's how that went down. And what he was trying to do, what it looked to me like he was trying to do, I don't know if he was or not, but he's trying to claim an insurance claim on it and get his box fixed too. And they had to talk to me and yada yada yada. So the law's out here, and I'm mad, and I'm pretty pissed off. Not counting my phone's been blowing up with dumb shit all the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's been bad. I don't know if people's on the edge, like I said, because of Trump or because of the economy or the tariff or what. It's got everybody tore up. I ain't never heard the likes of phone calls and stuff. But anyway, the law left, and Linda saying I called him and I talked to him and I told him, "So I'm not working for you, dude." He apologized and apologized and apologized. I said, "Dude, I'm not working for you. I'm done with you. I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't play games like this." Finally, I let him talk me into it, and I'm going to work on it for him. But what we're going to have to do, guys, and this is why I made a video and talking about changes. Oh, I do got some quick note. I got some good news. I think I'm going to be able to get my red boxes for long. My buddy Chris is still not better, but he's down in the getting a little improvements, and his wife is still getting the boxes made and stuff. So we're gonna see how that goes. All right, that's over. But anyway, you can say a prayer for my buddy down there still, guys. But this guy I went to that I talked about back to the story, he did that, and I've been thinking about the phone calls every day. It's getting out of hand. I mean, when the same guy calls you for 3 or 4 times a day for 2 weeks in a row every day for nothing to ask about his box or whatever, it's getting out of hand. I mean, it's just out of hand. It's out of control. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to deal with it. I'm not doing it. But I'm just not going to do it. So what we're fixing to do, guys, is we're going to keep doing YouTube videos, but we're fixing to separate our business from our personal life. And here's how we're going to do it. From here on out, anybody wants to contact me, you go to Donkey Stomper's website, okay? You sign in, you create an account, and put your name, not your handle, not your CB handle, your name and your real name and your phone number in there, and join up and send me a message. Hey, call me. If you don't do that, you won't talk to me no more. That'll be the end of it. From here on out, that's what I'm gonna make everybody do. You're gonna go to Donkey Stomper's website, sign in, create an account. Once you create an account, you just have to do it once, and username, password. Put your real name, not your handle, and your number in there, and say, "Hey, call me and give me your phone number, and I'll call you as soon as I can." That's the way we're going to do it from here on out. It's just the way it's going to be. And if everybody don't like it, I'm sorry. For the good guys, I hate this for you. I hate it, but it's the way it's going to have to be. I've got to separate my business from my personal life because I cannot build your product or repair your product with my phone ringing 24/7. I don't have no operator. I don't have no secretary. I'm not a secretary, as Three May would say, and I can't do it all. So what we're gonna do from here on out, if you want to talk to me about a box, or you got a question about a box, or you got a question about your CB antenna, or you got a question about this or that, I will be more than happy to help you. Be my pleasure. But before you talk to me, you're gonna have to go to the Donkey Stompers website and message me and say, "Hey, call me, Chad, when you can." And I believe that's fair, and I'll return the calls. But if they don't contact me, if I'm not getting contacted through Donkey Stomper website, and you message me about the radio, I'm going to send you a message back that says donkeystomper.com. And that's it from here on out. And another thing is, I've had this problem too. If you guys had just pulled up here in the day and woke me up and decided that I was going to come out here and work on their stuff right then, if you come here and when you hadn't talked to me prior to coming here, good evening, Brett, and we hadn't made a appointment, we hadn't made an agreement that you're coming. If you just show up and wake me up out of bed to get your box worked on, you're fired. You won't be my customer no more. If you want to come here, you're all more than welcome to come here, but you're going to tell me a day ahead of time, set up an appointment. We're going to work it out. If you show up and kick me out of bed and demand your box being worked on, you're fired. You're not my customer no more. I'm done. And guys, I'm doing these things because I've got to separate my business and personal life. And I know some of the good guys are getting a little punished here for the bad guys. I'm sorry, but it's the way it's got to be. And I'm going to tell you something. Yeah, I'm not doing that, Three Mate. If you walk up here without calling me, we're done. This ain't a public business. It's my house, and it's not going to be that way. Now, if you call me right before you come, that's fine. If you call me and say, "Hey, Chad," or well, I'll get on the donkey again. Don't call me. You go to Donkey Stomper's website, donkeystomper.com. You sign in, okay? Create an account, put your phone number in there, and message me and say, "Call me, Chad," and I will call you. Okay, that's fair enough. I'll call you as soon as I can. And I check them every night. The latest, if something, if I'm really busy, it could be 24 hours, but I doubt it. That's why we're going to do it. I took my address off the website. I took my email address off the website. I took my phone number off the website. I ain't playing these games no more. I'm done. I ain't doing it. So, the way we're going to do it, you go donkeystomper.com, sign in, you message me and say, "Hey, Chad, call me about this box, or can I send this or that?" And I just assume everybody texts me and asks me a question. 90% of the time, I can answer your question in text without even talking to you on the phone. My phone don't work good in the shop. I have to go stand outside and talk to you, and I don't get work done. And, I can't do it all, guys. I'm just one person, just me. My wife ships and my son takes them there, and that's it. And I can't do it all. So that's the way we're going to do business. If you show up here without invitation or not appointment, we're done. You won't be my customer no more. If you continuously call me every day on the phone without sending a message first, like I told you, we're done. I'm done. We won't be my customer no more. I know it sounds a little harsh, and I'm sorry, but it's the way it's got to be, or I'm done doing it. I mean, if it weren't for my wife and kid and son helping me, I wouldn't even do this at all. I'd be done because it's a full time job. I don't know if you guys know it. It's a full time job to pack stuff and take it to ship it. Period. That's a one man full time job from here. And my wife and son does it for free. And I mean, I could hire one man to do that. I could hire another man to sit there and talk on the phone the whole time. and then I could maybe work. But before that, by the time I did that, I wouldn't have no profits left. It wouldn't be worth doing. So I mean, that's the way it's going to be, guys. And I'm going to tell you another thing about it too. If it becomes a problem, people don't want to log in, you don't want to log in, you don't want to get a message, you don't want to do it that way, well, we'll just quit doing it. I mean, I just won't work for you. I've got 3 different people right now begging me to build their boxes and let me put their names on them and let them sell them. But I don't want to do that. I'd rather deal with my customers, and and I would rather deal direct with my customers and do the whole retail sales and help people this way than I would wholesale. But I could stop right now. I could delete my YouTube, delete my Patreon, delete my Facebook and everything. And I got 2 guys for sure that'll keep me completely busy building boxes for them to sell. And I wouldn't have to talk to nobody but them 2 guys. But that ain't what I'm about. I don't want to do that. I want to help each individual radio. But all I ask is you go to donkeystomper.com, sign in, send me a message, and say, hey, Chad, call me. What that does too, that also kills the troll thing, the fake accounts and stuff. If you sign in with your real name and you put your phone number in there and create an account, and then you message me, I know you're a real person. I know you're not a troll. So that's another thing. It gets that out of the equation. Now I'm going to tell you a way around every bit of this, and I'm not doing this for this reason. I'm doing this because people calling the law, people calling to wake me up, and all the stupid stuff. I'm not doing this for this reason, but we do have a Patreon account. It's $1.50 a month, the low tier. And if you want to be a Patreon account member, we've got a personal chat on Patreon, and there will be somebody there. If I'm not there, one of my Patreon members will help you. There'll be somebody in that chat 24/7 to answer every little question you can think of. If you want to go around messaging me through the website, and you can message me on Patreon, because I give Patreon members and YouTube channel members a little more attention, and they deserve it because they pay for it. So that's what they pay for. Plus, we have the monthly giveaway. That's just like on my Patreon, 3 Maids in there, Rainmaker's in there. There's a bunch of knowledgeable people in there, and if you've got a question about radios, you can't get in contact with me. I'm sure they can tell you, how to hook your coax up or check your SWR or something like that, and they'll be glad to. So that's the way around that. If you want 24/7 questions to answer, go on Patreon and ask them in a group chat, and I'm sure somebody will answer you nearly immediately. If they don't, I will as soon as I get there. But I've got a lot of knowledgeable people in my Patreon that can sure help too. But guys, that guy called the law on me today, and he said this box that come in last week, and he said I was going to scam him. And my phone blowing up and stuff, I'm not doing that no more. Them days are over. That shit is over for good. If you want to talk to me, go to donkeystomper.com. You log in, create an account, put your real name, not your CB handle, your first and last name, and your phone number, and send me a message and say, hey, Chad, call me, and put your phone number in the message, and I will call you as soon as I can, and we'll talk about your box. I'll help you with your coax. I'll help you with your antennas. I'll help you with anything I can. I mean, I can't, I don't want to get into your personal business. I can't be a divorce counselor or nothing, but I'll help you with anything I can radio related. I'll be glad to at my own time. I can't do it 24/7. So I've got to stop and build. I can't hold the phone in my hand all the time 24/7 and answer questions. And like I said, if it weren't for my wife and son, if my wife wasn't shipping, packing, and my son wasn't taking stuff to the post office and UPS and stuff, I'd be done. I'd quit building altogether. I'd go get me a job, man. I would, if they didn't help me ship and take stuff off. And that's just like and this is my full-time job too, guys. I'm not a part-timer. Dude, I'm just one man. We got stuff, my water here goes out, my truck breaks, I pull tractors, my lawnmower breaks, my electricity, one of my breakers burned up a while back, my main did. We got stuff breaks every day. And all this stuff's gonna be like anything man-made will fail eventually. It ain't when and how, it ain't how long, it will. When and how long, but it will happen. I mean, you washer and dryer, everything I got breaks. I don't know about you guys. I ain't got a damn thing that don't go out once in a while. I got a $400 soldering iron, and once in a while that gum element burns out in it. So I mean, that's just part of life, and these guys don't understand that. This feller shipped his box here, and it's a heavy box. I don't even really want to fool with it. It comes from California, and it's an X Force of iron core transformers, and it come in a plastic cabinet wrapped in bubble wrap, which he packed it right, in another box. And he messaged me Saturday. I got the screenshot. Friday. He said, "Did you get my box?" I said, "Yeah, I got your X Force here. The Encore X Force is here." And then today he wanted to talk to me on 2 o'clock today, and no, about 12 o'clock today. And I wouldn't talk to him on the phone. He called the Sparta police and had them come to my house. They come to my house and woke me up because he was worried about being scammed, and I had his box for 6 days. And then on top of that, my phone ringing from 6 till 3 all day long. Same people every day calling. It ain't like it's a new customer. It's like you got 5, maybe 10 customers, and them 10 people, they just call over and over and over and over. No more. You go to donkeystomper.com, you get to the contact us page. There is no address on it no more. That's how the law found me, because my address is on there. And there is no phone number on it no more, and there is no email on it no more. You email me through donkeystomper.com if you want to talk about radios or linears, and give me your number and tell me to call you. If you can't do that, we don't do no business. We're done. If you drive up here just because you woke up tomorrow and blowed your 2 pill and you just decide to drive up here without calling me or nothing, you show up at my house, you're fired. You're not my customer no more. I'm not playing these games no more. I ain't doing it. I'm done. You might go to donkeystomper.com, send me a message. When you log in, create an account, put your real name, not your handle, and your phone number, and then you can put your handle down there too, as long as I got your real name. So I know you're real. I hear you, bud man. I know you're real. I know you're not a troll. Thank you, bud man. And I know that, it's all business legit, that there's not no bullshit. So that's what it's going to take, guys. And call me on the phone. It's going to say donkeystomper.com. I'm not going to talk about radios. You message me on Facebook, I'm not going to talk about radios or boxes. The only way I'm going to talk to you about radios if you message me first at donkeystomper.com. And then if you want to join Patreon, the Patreon channel, the low tier is $1.50 a month. You'll have 24/7 support. Or YouTube channel, either one. Patreon's a little more active because we have a private chat in Patreon. So you can go to that chat all day long and ask questions all day. Somebody answer you all day and all night, even if I'm not there. So that's what I'd recommend doing. If you need that type of tech support 24/7, join up my Patreons, $1.50 a month. And I'll help you when I can, and my members will help you when you can. I've got some good people over there that help you. Like I said, 3Mates in there, Rainmakers in there, a bunch of builders and stuff's in there. So that's all I know to do, guys. Like I said, from here on out, contact me through donkeystomper.com. You go over there to donkeystomper.com, you create an account, you send me a message, and put your phone number in there in the message, and I will call you as soon as I get out of bed, as soon as I check it. I'll tell you what I'll start trying to do. Every day from here on out, when I get out of bed, I'm going to go check them messages. I get up about 3 o'clock Central Time. I will check them messages. If it's urgent, you send me a message. I need to talk to you bad, and give me your phone number, and I'll try to call you immediately as soon as I see that message. I'll check it maybe a couple times a day, but every day when I get up at 3 o'clock, every day, I'm going to go to the website email, and I'm going to check the message. And then, if you've got a message there and you got your phone number and you can talk to me, it's urgent, I will call you right then. And I mean, if you bought a box from me, I appreciate it. And guys, I hope you don't take it wrong, because I really love doing this, and I love the support. And 95% of the customers I enjoy, but then there's always that 5% that screw it up for everybody. So we'll stop that. We'll do it this way. And my good guys, they'll do it for me. They don't care. I mean, my good customers, they don't care to send me a message. But and if you've already got my phone number and you still want to text me or something, that'll work too. But just let me call you. and that's the way we're going to do it. So, and no walk-ins are welcome. You tell me a day ahead of time before you come. I mean, I want to know, like, if you're coming to my shop, you need to talk to me tonight and say, hey, Chad, can I come up tomorrow at 3? And I'm going to say, yeah, you can come up 3, and we're going to meet out here and we're going to get it done. But as far as repairs, you got to get in line. You can't walk up here and cut in front of everybody. But you can walk up if you make an appointment a day ahead of time. If you make an appointment a day ahead of time, I'll let you bring your box up, or I'll let you pick up a new box or whatever. But you can't jump in line. But I mean, you can come by as long as you let me know. So that's what this video is about, guys. I want to tell everybody about that. I mean, it's from here on out. It's gonna be donkeystomper.com. My phone rings and it starts ringing every day with radio questions. Liable just hang up on you. I mean, it's going to be through donkeystomper.com, or we're not talking. And if I lose business, guys, I lose business. If I have to, I mean, I can bill for these other guys. I could shut my website and all down and deal with like 3 people and not have to deal with nobody else. Let these other guys put their labels on their boxes. They'll be glad to. But that's not what I want to do. I'd rather deal with people retail. I'd rather deal with the public. I'd rather help people. I sure want to help the good ones out there that's got a little common sense. Sure do. So, I mean, and no, I'm not high and mighty. I'm just like you. I ain't nothing special. I get my britches just like every one of y'all do. I ain't no better than y'all. Y'all are just as good of people or as good as me at anything. I'm just me, but I'm going to have to separate my personal life from my business life, if that makes any sense to you. DonkeyStomper.com is going to be business. Now, if we're buddies and you want to talk about going out and having a barbecue, you call me on the phone. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to separate my personal life from my business life. They're going to be 2 different things. So that's what we're up to. And hello, Big Man. Thank you. And I hope everybody understands. Yeah, I threw you, mate. The damn law called me up here, man. I didn't know it. I called that guy. I told him off bad. I told him he was fired. I told him that I wasn't working on his shit. He kept apologizing. He was an older gentleman. Maybe he didn't know what he was doing, but phew, I lost him, man. And say the law down here, they didn't even know. Think about this, guys. They didn't even know who Donkey Stomper was. The law didn't. So what he done by doing that is he put Donkey Stomper on the map with the cops. He was from California, 3 May, California. What he did by doing that is now the law knows who I am, where I'm at. He put Donkey Stomper in the radar. You know, that's almost like a snitch or something. You know what I'm saying? The guy apologized to me, and I think the real reason for it, I really feel like that he was trying to claim a claim with UPS and get his money back and get his box fixed too. I think that's what he's up to. And we couldn't get a hold of me at 12 o'clock when he wanted me to get out of bed and jump up and talk to him. He freaked out. Ugh, I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican or whatever. That shit don't matter to me, 3 May. If you're a good person, you're a good person. I don't care if you're Democrat, Republican, black, white, green, purple. Uh, I don't care what kind of sexual preference you got. As long as you don't try to push a shit on me, I don't care. You know, if you do good business, you do good business. Don't matter if you voted for Biden or Trump or whoever. Hey guys, we got a tariff thing coming up. If they turn off the electronics tariffs, we got problems. Last transistors I ordered cost me $36 a box. Tariff. Well, and he didn't, that's the way they're turned in. So here's what's fixing to happen though. May the 2nd, it's gonna be 125%. Yeah, I know basic info. That's 808. Hey 808, what's up, man? You ain't lost me. I got you 808. Just drop me a message on the donkeystomper.com. Say, hey, call me. It's 808. I'm not gonna quit you. I appreciate it. There's some good guys out there, man. I really appreciate it. But I'm gonna have to separate my business from my personal life and do it through donkeystomper.com. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not going nowhere as of right now. I mean, if I did not sell enough or something, I could always bill for these other guys, but and deal with them. But that's not really what I want to do. All I ask is everybody go to donkeystomper.com, message me, and say, hey, Beavis, call me. I need to talk to you. And I'll check that every day when I get out of bed at 3 a.m., 3 p.m. When I check that, if your number's on there, I'm going to call you. More than likely, I will call you from 3 to 5. I will return calls. That's all I'll do every day. If we need to make appointments or arrangements, or if your box is broke because it needs warranted, or if it's just broken and needs repaired, we'll work it out. But we ain't gonna do this Burger King bullshit where you pull it to the drive-in and get it your way. That ain't me. I'm one person. I can't do it. I pull tractors. I got stuff that breaks at the house. We got a 100-acre farm out here, and I can only do so much. Yeah, big old man. I ain't never had no trouble like you. I mean, that I know of. I'm just saying. I just want everybody to know though these guys that are doing that. And another thing it does is when they sign in to donkeystomper.com, you put your real name and your phone number. I know you're a real person. You're not a troll from the internet just to stir up crap and try to bother me, or you're not Uncle Charlie or nothing like that. I know you're a real person. When you message me at donkeystomper.com and you've made an account with your name and your email address and your phone number, I know you're a real legitimate customer, and I will treat you that way. All I ask is go to donkeystomper.com and tell me to call you. Donkey Stomper the bomb. Keep up the good work. The penny jar almost ready to make a call. Driver, key it low. Good deal. Choo choo choo. Shadow Master. Thank you, buddy. And another thing about that too, if you do that, there is a paper trail of everything we said. That's another thing I'm gonna quit doing. Like these guys call me and say, "Hey, baby, this is build me a 16 pill. I want Donkey Stomper fan girl sideband on it and everything else." And I'm going to go ahead and talk to you. You know, it's okay, PayPal me the money over. And they PayPal me the money over. Well, they're number 8 in line. 6 weeks down the road, I go back to build that box, and I'm liable, more likely, I'll forget something, the sideband or fan grills or whatever. Well, when they buy it on the website, I go look at your order on the website, and it never changes. And it'll tell me exactly what you ordered, exactly what position you're in line. I love the website. When you order on the website, like if 808 ordered, and he wanted everything he chose, it'll stay there. Then let's say Mudflap ordered next. He'll be in line next and stay there. Let's say Three Mate order next. He'll be in line and stay there. And it just works so great. I can go back and look at what all you wanted and ordered and the deals we made. And when it's in writing, the deals are there. When you get on the phone with some of these guys, man, I mean, they'll say, "Well, you said you was going to do this," and I didn't say it. Or you said you was going to do that. I don't know how many times lately that well, just in the last month or two, I've completed a build, and the customer said, "You said you was going to do this. You said you was going to do that," and they made me give them free shit like fan grills and stuff or sideband bias or something, because they said that I said I made a deal that I didn't make, but I didn't have no proof otherwise. So I went ahead and done it for them instead of arguing. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm asking is to buy your apps off the website. I'll have record of it. Um, If you got any questions, message me on the website. Give me your phone number. I'll call you back. I'm every day at 3 p.m. I'm going to try to call everybody. So if you leave me a message, you expect me to call you that day between 3 and 5. That's what I'm going to try to do. And y'all have my phone number too. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it's an emergency and somebody's about to cut your head off or something, go ahead and call me. You know, if Joe Biden's got you cornered up, 3 Made, he's got you cornered up over the corner, and you need me to come rescue you, you can call me, 3 Made. You know, something like that, emergency. But it better not be no bullcrap. So that's about it, guys. I'll answer all the questions. Anybody got questions or anything you want me to do? I may try to do that too. I may start having a show or something like I thought about that. Like every Saturday night or something, maybe. I'm just throwing this out there. Well, I got tractables too, but like once a week, have a live YouTube chat. Everybody meet up on YouTube. We'll go live, and you can ask all the questions you want down there in that chat. Hell, I might even do something like that for an hour or two a week or something. Take phone calls too, live online. No, they don't sound like that idiot, the goat man. I don't want to do that. We don't go into that. But we could We can sure go live once in a while and try to take questions. Oh, I got one for you, Three Mate. He's mailing his box to me. He's one of them that called me like 3 times last week, by the way. That box is on the way here. So you know what I'm talking about the phone calls. So I said, if you want me to work on a box, donkeystomper.com, send me a message. I'll send you my address. I'll send you my phone number. You send your box to me and we'll get you in line. And if you're going to call me every day from the time your box gets here until it's fixed, just don't send it. I'm done. I don't want to work on it. I mean, I'm going to have to fire some customers. I never heard that the other day. And I got thinking about it. The guy was talking about YouTube. He said, I'm going to fire you as a customer. Well, that's what's going to happen here. If I have this bullshit, I will fire that person as a customer from here on out. I let that guy by that called the law on me. And I appreciate him letting the law know who and where Donkey Stomper is and where I live and everything like that. That was kind of cool. You know, that's almost like snitching or something, you know. But I ain't got nothing to hide. I don't really care, but it was just a very uncool deal that went down. Well, Three Mate, I took his calls for a long time. He's going to buy a box and buy a box and buy a box. Fat Cat sent him to me. Then he's going to buy one from Fat Cat, buy one from me, buy one from Fat Cat. He never did. He went to another builder and bought one, which I'm not bringing that guy into it because I ain't going to problem with him. Well, now he's got it broken, blowed up, and guess where it's coming? It's on the way here. I got the text message from today. Trump made firing great again. That's true. Trump made firing great again. And I'll do him a good job too. I don't care. Here's the way I am too, guys. If I work on your stuff, I do the best I can. If I've got a problem with you, I won't work on it. I won't sit there. I've always been that way, even when I have my shops. You know, somebody come in and some shops if I don't like somebody, they'll tear the shit up or whatever. If I got a problem, I'll run you off. I don't take your shit and half-ass do it. If it goes on this bench, I may not be perfect, but if it goes in here into this bench, I do the very best I can. It don't matter who it is. I don't care what you've done or who you are or if you're the biggest troll on the internet. If you send me a box and treat me right, I will do the best work I can. If I can't do your work the best I can, I will tell you to go somewhere else. That's the way I am. Because I want my good name to stay good from me doing the best I can. But some of these guys, they'll take your stuff because they don't like you and tear it all to pieces and jack your jaw. I mean, that won't happen here. I'll run you off before I do that. I'll send you down to Three Maids. Oh yeah, Three Mate. I sent you some Texas Stars the other day. I was busy and the guy had 7 or 8 Texas Stars. So I want you to contact my buddy Three Mate. And so I ain't got no problem with if you bought a box from Three Mate or Rain. Like, I don't care who you bought your box from. I'll work on it. Can you change your website to where I got the choice to pay for shipping or pick it up local? Um, that's something I'll look into. I don't know if that's an option because the store is made up already. But what I will do, 808, is where you're at. If you buy off there and you pay, I'll make it right with you. I'll either refund your shipping or whatever. We'll make it right. I'll look see if I can make an option on it, but I don't think it's a. Say like my website set up is like an eBay store, and I had to put shipping in there. Another thing that would happen. Another thing that would happen 808 is if I done that, somebody from California would go buy a box and select not to pay shipping on it, and there I'd be. Have to give all their money back. So I doubt that's going to work. But if you want to buy it off there or you want to contact me, we'll do something. Just send me a message through my website, 808. If you're local, and you're going anybody, you want to come pick something up, send me a message through my website, okay? And when you message me, there'll be a text message. It'll always be there from now till we die. And it'll say what we agreed on, how much you pay me, and everything. And it'll be there in writing. That's what I like that. I like to have something to go back to. If we all talk on the phone I talk to 10 people on the phone, make 15 deals, I can't remember it. I need to make deals in writing. William Howard, do you have another 64? No, I'm going to have to build me another one, but I'll build you one. I mean, You better get on it before long because we need to order some pills if you want one. Because I don't know what this May the 2nd tariff's going to do. And, they said something like 125%. So if I ordered transistors and they turned them in, just say they said they was $800 worth of them, that'd be $1,000 a box extra for pills. So I think that's a lot of the problem right now too. Everybody acting fool is they're worried about tariffs, and they're also worried about different things going on in the economy and stuff, and it's making some of these guys act crazy. When you build your first box, and what was it? And where is it? When I built my first box, Shadow Master, far back as I remember, was about 20. When I completely built my first box, I built some one pills, but a decent box in about 2016. I built a 1x4, set pair of 1x4s, and the video's still up there. And that's doing 800 watts, and that was tall cotton, man. That's Toshiba's 4 pill Toshiba mainly base box. Yeah, dude, since 1998, I've been fixing X Force and Twister and stuff for years. I mean, years. But I have learned a ton. I actually got a hold of a Twister that I sold new a long time ago, and it come in, and I hadn't worked on it about probably 18 years or something. And I got the box open, and I was like, "Who soldered this crap? What idiot done this?" And then I looked over, my name was at the bottom of it. I was like, "Uh oh." That's the difference in what I knew then and what I know now. How about it for it? It's on the website, donkeystomper.com, William. You can pick any one you want, 32, 24, 48, 64. Get on there and buy it. We'll get you in line. It takes a little longer on the big boxes. You'll have to, you got to kind of wait around a little bit on them. They're not going to be out. In other words, I'm not going to say to every customer that bought a 4 pill decide to build your 48 pill. I'll just do a little bit of your 48 pill. Then I'll go over and do my business. I'm not going to shut my business down, to build a 64 pill for 3 weeks solid. Them pills sold on eBay one time. Which pills you talking about, Shadow Master? The Hugos? Oh, ACs, they're still on there. They're going for right now, they're going for ICA went up to $33 a piece for transistors. The 1 pill bills. Yeah, I sold a bunch of them on eBay for a while. That's how I got started. What I did to start with when I decided I was going to build, I quit. I got sick for a little while, and then I quit and closed my CB shop in 2014. And then I done the online thing. And then when I started, I was going to build. I ordered me 120 pills off PayPal credit, and I started building boxes, and I started putting them on eBay. You paying to sell in China, and China didn't have to pay selling in the USA. Right. No, I'm not fussing. They just need to make an equal agreement. Three made. Trump's kind of right about that, but what he needs to do is he needs to make a deal. 40%, 30%, 50%, this 120, 145 stuff's bullshit. Oh, I got a phone call, but did I have to wait? Hey, sure, and tell people not to send it by the way of the post office. I sent my 955 truck 2 months ago, and he still hasn't got it. Well, that's why you do the insurance and stuff and tracking. You should be able to track it, Adrian. But I know truck's been really, really covered up too. I was talking used. Oh, used boxes. There's some on their sales. I mean, and you got to watch that too, guys. Just because it's a donkey stomper, don't think it's like it was when it left here. I've had that happen. I had a gentleman here a while back. He bought a 2x8. And he bought it because it's a donkey stomper and it was all chopped up. You know. Oh, you're talking used. I'm sorry, William. I got you. He bought a 2x8. It's all chopped up and had to rebuild it anyways. But he bought it because it's a donkey stomper. Yeah, I don't have nothing used, William. I'm sorry, man. I might, but I don't have nothing right now. You just have to watch. And when I do, William, I'll put it on the website too. I've got a used section on the website. I'll tell you what I've got used right now. Somebody wants a deal. I've got 1,000 amp power supply over there on rollers for $1,600. Somebody wants a deal on something because I'm fixing to build me a huge power supply. I'm fixing to build me a new box. And that's hey, Mr. Carlo. Oh, good evening, everybody. And they was also talking about talking about me. I've got a new tower I got to put up. I've got a brand new hazer, brand new beams. March the 7th, I bought when we had our swap meet, I bought an AC motor radio from truck. I hadn't even hooked it up to see if it works. Right now, 3 mate, I haven't been using it, but I tested every used pill I got, and I threw away 2 or 3 handfuls that I wouldn't have thrown away because they didn't have no watts. Like I'd have a whole jar full of, let's say DEIs and this and that. They had no watts when I got your tester, and they tested good on the Atlas. And when I put them on your tester, they had no watts. I throw it in the garage, and they throw it in the garbage. I still have that crazy 220 I mentioned to you, Chad. It's working good. Good deal. Good deal, Shannon Lester. Yeah, Mr. Carlock. I'm just telling everybody that they gotta call me if they want to talk to me. You go to the website donkeystomper.com, send me a message. That's the way we're gonna do things from here on out. We ain't gonna be doing personal messages and phone calls all the time. I had a guy send me an X Force. Long story short, I done told it 3 times. Send me an X Force. It come in last week, and I took it in, and he uh, uh he took and got that X Force, and he come here last week. Well, he decided that he wanted to talk to me today at 12 o'clock, Mr. Carlock, and I didn't answer the phone because I work nights, sleep all day. I didn't answer the phone, and at 2 o'clock, the law woke me up. He called the law on me and said I scammed him and sent the cops up here to my house. And that's when I said, that's it. I took my address off the website, took my phone number off the website, took my email address off the website. The only way I'll talk if you message me through the website, and I ask everybody to go there to the website, put in your name and phone number, create an account with your email address. I know you're real. I know you're not a troll, and send me a message. And every day when I get up at 3 o'clock, I will return your phone calls for an hour or two if I can. And I will be taking, let's see, I got a couple more trips I'm going on this summer. There'll be some tractor pulls on Saturdays that I'll be gone sometimes. I might not be there every single day. Then I've got a cruise sometime in September. The wife did it. I didn't. I'm going on. And sometime in May, I'm going somewhere with my daughter, and they plan this stuff for me. And then, so there'll be 2 or 3 things that I'll be gone, this summer for 3 or 4 days at a time. But that's the way we're going to do it, Mr. Carlock. I'm going to make everybody contact me through the website. That way I know their first and last name and if they're a real person. And that's the only way I'm going to talk to them. Otherwise, I won't be available. But the ones that do call, I'll be there. And I did tell everybody about Patreon. It's $1.50 a month. I did taking a tell everybody they could join Patreon, and we got a group chat over there. The lowest tier is $1.50 a month, and if I didn't answer them, more than likely somebody would if they had an emergency question and they want a 24/7 service. Anybody out there? Because all my Patreon and YouTube channel members, they get extra attention because they deserve it. They pay for it. They want something. I'm usually Johnny on the spot if you're Patreon or YouTube, if I can be. Yeah, I'm one person, Shadow Master. That's what I don't realize. Like I said, I really need a secretary to answer the phone all the time. I need one person to pack, and I need another person to drive the stuff to the places to ship and pick up. And then I really need a few people to help me. But by the time I did all that and paid everybody, went through all that, it ain't worth it. I wouldn't make enough money to fool with it. So I'll just have to do what I can alone. My wife and son help me ship, and that's going to be good enough. Like I told everybody, if it ain't good enough and nobody likes my new method of contact and my business slows down, I'll just call a couple of these other guys that are selling boxes, put their names on them and stuff, different everywhere. They can't keep up. I've done had 3 different people want me to build for them, and I can stay busy just building boxes for somebody else and deal with 3 people and not have to deal with everybody. But that ain't really what I want to do. But I could do it. That option's out there. But just do what we can, guys. We'll take care of people. And good news is Chris's wife, my buddy's wife, was talking about doing the cabinets and his crew for me and all that. Well, I got my Hazer over here, 808. I've had it for a while. I've got a winch box coming. I paid him for it last week. I got lazy. I ain't had time. So my tower's laying out there, and I got a brand new set of Joe Gun Killer 8s in there in the garage in the boxes. And then I've got an Asimov radio sitting over that I bought from the truck, and I'm sure it's fine. It's $29.95. I got it from him with the swap meet. It's got the Asimov set up in it. Asimov did it. AC mod or whatever, they set the radio up. And I hadn't even hooked it up to see if it works. I ain't had time. I've been too busy building. And then I've got parts over here to build a huge power supply that I'm going to build. And it's going to be for my new future box that I'm going to build. But I just do what I can when I can. I'm fixing to build a big old box. But every time, it's crazy how it is. 10-4 Shadow Master. Well, I mean, we do the best we can. And that's another thing. I haven't been showing all my boxes anymore on the inside. And the reason why is because before Chris got sick, we was always coming up with some new stuff. And me and him were talking on the phone every night. And every time I change something and show pictures of it, I turn around and somebody else will be copying it. So I've just got if you're a customer and you buy a new box and you want a picture of the inside of it, I'll be glad to send it to you personally. No, the transistor pretty much. Transistor, about double what I had. I'm fixing to start the power supply. The stuff's here. I got 40 something 1400 sitting over here. Truck's got what brand new in version 1 Galaxy radios? You talking about the 88s that he's got? Yeah, I talked to him about the 88 Galaxy radios, the remakes. That's pretty cool, ain't it? Southern Farming to you. Yeah, trucks pretty much anymore. I mean, I can't see good enough to do radios. I used to. I was doing them before truck did, but I've kind of got behind on them. I may have to start charging for a lid lift. I hold so I can see it. But truck's a good guy. Good work. I enjoy him. Enjoyed him at swap meet. No, I have not tried them key circuits you sent me. Three made. They're over here, but I hadn't tried them. I'm sure they work. I ain't never had no trouble with the ones you sent me before. I've actually got like I love to have a 2 bite from you. Just get on the website, Rick at donkeystomper.com when you can and order one, and we'll get you online, Bubba. Um, trucks, key circuits. My buddy, my China dog, she made me about 100 of them. So I've got key circuits everywhere. Right now, three mate. I had the Rainmaker's wife make me a bunch of them. She's been doing a bunch of parts for me. Rainmaker's wife made me some. They cut me some peel strips and tandem. Made me some chokes. Some wired me up a bucket full of chokes. Wired me up a bucket full of key transistors, stuff like that to help speed me up. I've got we do that stuff. I got my buddy Chris down there. His wife does stuff like that for me too. We try to help speed me up. Where I can just get in there and throw all the parts in there and have them sitting over here in the containers. See them containers up there on the shelf, them different color ones. One's full of chokes, one's full of key circuits, one's full of so on and so on. They don't have to make them. I just reach up there and grab them. So we're doing everything we can to, keep the products nice, but get them out as fast as we can. So it's kind of crazy around here sometimes. And it don't matter how much I build or how much I work. It just seems like there ain't never enough money. And it's always going to be that way. I guess the more you make, the more you spend. I'm always broken. Like I said, there's always something to washer, dryer, doctor bills, air conditioners, electricity. There's something broke here all the time. Trucks, tractors. We got like 6 farm tractors and hay balers and mowing machines, and it's always something. Every single day, something's broke. So we had to deal with that. But guys, I just want to let you know I appreciate everybody's business. Like I said, I'm just one person. I'll do everything I can to help you. All I ask is go to donkeystomper.com, create an account, and message me, and I will call you back. If you want to message me at 5 a.m. in the morning, that's fine. I'll call you 3 when I get up. And questions, most time you can text me and ask me a question. I can answer it, and not even have to call me. And that's the way I'm going to handle my business. I'm going to separate my business from my personal life. If you want to talk business, you go through donkeystomper.com. If you talk about barbecue or whatever, my buddies, call me. It's all good. Sounds like you're on my farm. Yeah, we got a 100-acre farm, Carlock. got 32 head of cattle, and actually my dad-in-law does. He's 77-year-old, so you know where that's going, right? Yeah, the money you make goes right back to new parts. Yeah, you can't never get enough parts. Should I stop advertising? No, no. 808, I want you all to advertise DonkeyStomper.com. Donkey Stomper. I want you to advertise Donkey Stomper all you can and tell them to go to DonkeyStomper.com. Don't tell them to call me. Don't tell them to go to Facebook. Tell them you go to DonkeyStomper.com, buy as many boxes as you want, get an account, and send as many messages as you want. The more the better. But the personal little day of me being 24/7 on call nurse on the telephone, that shit's over. And calling the law on them and stuff like that. That's over with. There won't be no more of that. We're done with that. DonkeyStomper.com. I hope everybody goes there and orders a box, and I appreciate it, and I encourage you to. And if you've got a question or a warranty issue or whatever, you just message me through the web page, and I'll call you back as soon as I can. With my phone ringing all day with questions on boxes, that shit's over. It ain't happening. I'm gonna start. I mean, I could even change my phone number if I had to, but I'm not going to. I'm just gonna tell them if you don't make a message, if you don't send me a message, we're not talking radio. And if you come here without calling a day ahead of time and make an appointment, you're fired as a customer. I'm not dealing with you no more. I'm going to put the brakes on the bull crap. That's all it is. For the good guys that this is affecting, I'm truly sorry. But the as far as the bullshit, the brakes on the bullshit is stopping. And I shouldn't have said that word on the internet. That's stopping. Tell them to send all the Texas stars. No, I've been sending them to you, three mate. I've told several people that had Texas stars to send them to three mate. You got a Texas star you want worked on, especially if the buttons are out. I'll work on them, but if the buttons are out or the relays don't work, you send them to three mate. If the little push buttons are screwed up or the relays messed up, it goes to three mate. Because that's what I'm gonna do. I ain't doing no buttons, I ain't doing no relays, and I don't want them. If you send me one with buttons and relays, I'm gonna three mate. How's that? Them painted wheels on thank you, bud man. Yeah, you ain't seen my dad-in-law's 460. I ain't posting no picture of it, bud man. We just finished one. It's slick. Man, I'll no comment on that, man. I'm gonna, you know, like I said, my aunt buddies are three made, Rainmaker, and Fat Cat, and my main aunt buddies and Truck CB sales, and my buddy Chris down at Shockwave. The other gentleman, we'll just leave that to the heirloom. I ain't got no problem with him, but I ain't gonna be sending him nothing neither. He don't send me nothing. So, but anyway, guys, I appreciate you, and I'm fixing to check out here. Like I said, if you want to come here, call me a day. I'm sorry. If you want to come here, message me through the website a day ahead of time. We'll set up an appointment. I'll call you on the phone. You want to talk to me on the phone? I'll be glad to talk to you on the phone when necessary. But I send you text. But if you need to talk, I'll be glad to talk to anybody. We're going to do it through a procedure. You're going to go to DonkeyStomper.com. You're going to sign in, put your real name, not your handle, your phone number, create an account. Then you're going to message me, say, Chad, call me. I need to talk to you about it now. Or message me or ask me a question. I'm going to get right back with you. You want to buy a new box? You're going to buy a brand new box? You're going to go to DonkeyStomper.com and you're going to order it. And it'll all be in writing, everything you order for me to look at. So if you're 3 weeks out on your build, I'll pull that back up and I'll know exactly what I got to do for you. There will be no confusion or no deals like, we talked on the phone and you said you was going to do this. I've had that happen to me like 5 or 6 times in the last few weeks, the last few months. Like I built a box, guy paid me for it, got it all done. I went back and looked at what he paid me for it. I knew what was supposed to be in it, but we didn't do it in writing. You told me you was going to put fan grills on that. Or you told me you're going to put sideband in that. So I do a video and have the box completely ready to ship. I tear it all back down, put fan grills or sideband in it because I didn't have no proof that I did tell them that or I didn't tell them that. Those days are over. The bullshit stops today, right here on this video. It'll all be in writing on DonkeyStomper.com. And the more amps you guys can sell for me, I sure appreciate you. Sure appreciate your business. And you can contact me all you want through that website. You can message me 100 times a day if you want to. I may only answer you once or twice a day, but you You can message that website all you like. I appreciate it. Well, guys, I'm going to get off here. I know I don't go live much. I've been here an hour. That's enough. I want to say thank you for the business support. If you do want 24/7 support at .com, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com. Guys, thanks for watching. Everybody does business with me. Life. We're going to rock and roll. All right, guys. Y'all take care. Y'all have a great night. We'll catch you later. Bye bye.